First taco has been released, and we got an MLB pitcher strikeouts. We got Ranger Suarez, discounted from 5 down to 3.5. I love his original line. I will be taking that on a separate slip at 5. I do have him projected to get 6 or more. Obviously, we'll take any discount we can get. So we taking that, and I'll be pairing it with my top NBA pick, and that is an NBA first half pick. This has been bumped since it's been posted on Monday. It's been bumped about 3 or 4 times. It's all the way to 19.5. Same thing with Sabrina. She was at 17.5. She's all the way to 20. Jonquel Jones started at 16.5. It's all the way to 19.5. But I'm going to be riding with her. Past 10 games, she's been averaging mid-25s as far as first half fantasy. The fact I don't take her full game fantasy, there's a couple blowouts. So she wasn't able to cover her full game fantasy, but she's been a wagon on her first half. So Jonquel Jones or Sabrina Ionescu will be the top first half fantasy scores for me. I would definitely have them on multiple slips. But that is my pair for the first taco. And usually for Taco Tuesday, I like to pair it with gobbies. But this is just too hard to pass up. The best gobbies out there, obviously, are pitcher strikeouts. The ones I like, Tariq Skubal. He was bumped. He was at 6. It got bumped all the way to 6.5 now. Other gobbies you can target: Brian Bello, Garrett Cole, Mackenzie Gore, and Ranger Suarez when if you're not taking his taco, obviously. Let's head on over to the 5-man I built for WNBA. And like I mentioned, I did target Sabrina and Jonquel Jones. If you need other props, their PRA is just as good. But for the sake of this slip, we'll be taking first half fantasies. Let's head on over to full game props. Rebounds and assists. Brianna Stewart, I was able to get it at 13.5. It got bumped down to 13. It's Daily Grind Fantasy's top pick to go under. As far as for WNBA, it was at 13.5. You can eat the bump, but worst case scenario pushes. But I think she's going to go under. I do have her projected to get 11 or 12 in this one against Minnesota. But it was bumped. It was at 13.5, so it did get bumped down. Next one I like is Courtney Williams points, which I got it at 10.5 as well. It's bumped down to 10, so worst case scenario it pushes on this one as well. But I did take it at 10.5. I do put out my picks early on my Discord, so you guys can avoid any of these bumps. And next one I like is Benijah Laney. And you can either take her fantasy score or PRA. I'm going to take her PRA just for the fact she does have quite some turnovers during the game. So I'm going to be taking more on her PRA at 20.5. And those are the 5 I'll be going with for WNBA. Let's head on over to MLB. And most of it will be coming on pitcher strikeouts, but there is 2 of them that I like for pitcher fantasy score. Skubal and Ranger Suarez, that's going to be a pitcher's duel. Pitcher strikeouts or fantasy are good for these 2. I think it's going to be a pitcher's duel. Reynaldo Lopez, my top pick for pitcher fantasy, going against the Cardinals. Hunter Brown's a little bit too high. He was struggling in the beginning of the season. He does have a favorable matchup. I will probably target his pitcher strikeouts at 7. Other one I like for pitcher fantasy is Mackenzie Gore, going against his former team. San Diego's going out with the rookie with Adams, so I think the Nationals are going to win this money line with Gore on the mound. So it's a big reason why I'll be targeting his pitcher fantasy score. I do like his pitcher strikeouts as well. I was able to take that discount on Underdog. For pitcher strikeouts, Reynaldo Lopez is good. Brian Bello usually gets over 5 against Toronto, and that is within the division. Garrett Cole, I think he's going to have 7 strikeouts in this one, so I do like him going against the Mets. The Mets do strike out a lot. Luis Castillo's one. I'm probably going to target the under on that. I'm hoping if it gets bumped to 6.5, I can take the under on that. Ranger Suarez is good if you're not taking the taco. Obviously, you can take that separately. Skubal was just bumped. He was at 6, so beware of the bump on that one. Bobby Miller, I do like this one going against the White Sox. White Sox, one of the top teams in strikeouts as well. And one more for pitcher strikeouts is obviously Mackenzie Gore, as I mentioned. Plenty of props to choose from. Mix and match. Pick your favorite. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support, and see you guys in the next one.